debates about what came first, the chicken or the egg. Personally, I'm just here for the scrambled results. But seriously, this is one of those questions that's been plucked and pondered over for centuries. Have you ever wondered why it's got such staying power? Let's crack open this egg of a question and see what's inside. So, why exactly do we care so much about chickens and eggs in this never-ending game of farmyard who's first? Well, it's more than just poultry lore. This question touches on science, history, and philosophy all at once. Today, we're digging deep into the origins of this age-old debate, and if you stick around, you might just win your next philosophical argument. Why does this matter? Understanding the chicken and egg debate goes beyond casual curiosity. It's about exploring the roots of causality and existence through a blend of biology, history, and philosophy. This video promises a deep dive into not just the origins of these feathery friends but the nature of evolutionary processes itself. Alright, let's set the scene. The tale of the chicken and the egg goes back to ancient philosophy. Yeah, we're talking old-school thinkers like Aristotle. He was one of the first to really ponder this question. Shocker, he didn't give a clear-cut answer, because he concluded that both existed in potential form. But let's look at the timeline to really nail this down. Eggs, specifically amniotic eggs, first showed up around 312 million years ago, well before our pal the chicken. Now, let's look at the science behind it. Here's a number for you: 58,000 years ago. That's the best estimate for when chickens essentially evolved into their modern form, likely from the red jungle fowl of Southeast Asia. Genetic mutations in a zygote from two almost chickens would contribute to the rise of the first true chicken. It's an evolutionary cocktail that really shows how deep the roots of chickens are in their dinosaurian and reptilian heritage. Chickens laying amniotic eggs today? That's a hand-me-down trait from their prehistoric predecessors. Moving on to the more contemplative side. This question doesn't just tickle the fancy of biologists. Saint Augustine and Saint Thomas Aquinas also weighed in, as did many philosophers whom pondered life's big questions. It's a perfect case study of circular reasoning where it seems each element relies on the other to exist. A bit of a head-scratcher, right? It doesn't end with chickens and eggs. Ever thought about which came first, the seed or the plant? These questions are like a mental workout, giving our brains the stretch they need. They force us to consider the natural world, our understanding of causality, and even the limits of knowledge itself. Alright, time for a lighter moment. Why did the chicken join a band? Because it had the drumsticks. Let's wrap this up with a little reflection. We zoomed in on the vintage philosophy, looked at some hard science, and even tossed in some comedy gold. Whether you approach it from a scientific, philosophical, or humorous perspective, the chicken